To me, the word impeachment is a dirty, disgusting word. I didn't do a reason to be impeached. The only reason they're impeaching is because they look at the polls and they see Moody's just came out and said under all three scenarios, Trump wins easily. They see what's going on. That's what they're doing. Congressman Al Green, a Democrat, said, we have to impeach him because he's going to win. This is what I'm up against. Who would do this? Who would play a dirty game like this?
And, of course, the point person right now in the investigations regarding impeachment is Adam Schiff. Yesterday on a party line vote, they decided the House did not to censure Mr. Schiff. Shocking, isn't it? Because the Democrats do control the House.
Yeah. So let's bring in Chairman of the House Oversight Committee, former Chairman, I should say, Fox News contributor currently, Jason Chaffetz. Hey, Jason, good to see you.
Good morning.
Good morning. Was this just a slap on the wrist or an attempt to allow the media to talk about this and highlight the fact that Republicans are not happy with Adam Schiff?
I'm glad the Republicans are finally playing offense. They need to do more of it. They can do lots of other things against Schiff. They can file an ethics complaint. They can have a minority day of hearings. They can launch an investigation at leaking that's coming out of the Intel Committee. This came about a month later than it should have, but at least they're finally playing some offense, and they need to do more of it. And Lindsey Graham over in Judiciary, he's got subpoena power. He can get after some people. I'm tired of everybody waiting for the Horowitz report because that thing just continues on in perpetuity.
A couple other things. When you talk about impeachment, I saw Alan Dershowitz yesterday. He says, I think the president needs two groups of people, one to fight the daily battles and one to make sure there are no missteps. And another group talking about the big picture. There has to be a concerted effort to separate the president so he can be president and get the other professionals communicating and doing the legal work. Wouldn't that be better? It seems the Democrats are much more organized, and they got the witnesses, and they got the subpoena power.
Well, again, Republicans can start now because Lindsey Graham and the Judiciary Committee in the Senate are controlled by Republicans. There's no reason why they can't start calling those people up sooner rather than later. I think Dershowitz is pretty darn smart on this topic, and I do think there is a lot of logic to it. But the president's going to run it the way he does because he knows he's innocent and he hasn't done anything. And I think he's fed up with it, and rightfully so, after 3 years of this daily bombardment. I do think Nancy Pelosi is probably the best fundraiser for Republicans. But that's a separate issue.
I know.
The legal issue, what's going on in the House, is just fundamentally wrong.
All right. Meanwhile, let's talk a little bit about this. Hillary Clinton, who's out on a book tour, speaking her mind, made it very clear the other day on a podcast that she thinks that Tulsi Gabbard, who has been the she was referring to, is a Russian asset. The president, along with Jill Stein, who was the Green Party candidate against Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump back in 2016. The president talked a little bit about this allegation with Sean Hannity last night. Jason, listen to this and then your comment.
I don't know Tulsi Gabbard, but I know one thing. She's not an asset of Russia. These people are sick. There's something wrong with them. You have Hillary Clinton saying 2 days ago, Tulsi Gabbard is a Russian asset, and that Jill Stein is a Russian agent. And I said, wait a minute, it took me 2.5 years. I wish you would have said that earlier because people would have realized she's crazy.
Jason, what do you think of that?
I think the president is absolutely right. I think Hillary Clinton is coming totally unglued.
Yep.
I think she's jumping at shadows. It's so terribly irresponsible. I happen to know Tulsi Gabbard. I wouldn't vote for her for president, but I tell you what, she is a patriot. She has served this country. She is a military combat veteran. She serves in the House. She's a wonderful person. I just disagree with her on everything politically, but that is so fundamentally wrong. Shame on her for doing that.
Do you think it is because of what Tulsi said, that she's just angry with her because she supported Bernie and not Hillary in the last election?
Payback.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. There is a political payback for those that disagree with Hillary Clinton. If you disagree, you must be a Russian. Donald Trump and Tulsi Gabbard and Jill Stein and probably Steve Doocy all fight that bill. And it's just ridiculous.
All right.
My DNA done. I'm pretty much a Scandinavian asset.
Right.
Jason, thank you.
Nice cover.